tell us a bit about your priorities from an innovation point of view this year, obviously putting the crisis to one side for the moment.
Yeah, so we've always been focused on driving innovation, particularly in terms of my remit, digital innovation. So we actually announced. I mean, we were going to do this anyway pre-COVID, but we announced a set of data targeting products, which is a build on our existing sort of audience or data targeting suite of products, so demographic audiences and also interest-based and behavioural audiences, which leverage Channel 4's rich first-party data. We've got around 23 million registered users. We've got all of our users logged in that are watching all 4, which is very, very helpful. So we can track and target those users for advertisers, which is really beneficial. But about 2 weeks ago, we launched our advanced data suite, which, as I say, is a build on those existing products. And we believe we've got a pioneering set of products that are sort of fit for purpose for the post sort of GDPR cookieless future. And our hero product is one which we're really happy to launch, which is Brand Match, which allows clients for the first time to bring their own data and match their data sets with all 4 users in a kind of safe haven sort of bunker approach, which is provided by Infosum. So Infosum deliver the data match, and then we employ the services of a company called Mediarhythmics to then enable modelling and scaling of that data match to provide a buyable segment across all 4. So Brand Match is, as I say, is pretty pioneering. We think from a broadcast perspective, we don't think this is going on globally across different broadcasters, and it really is because we've got this huge set of first-party data that we can append this match to. So we've announced that. We've been also working behind the scenes for the last literally the last 3 months with a bunch of advertisers, about half a dozen advertisers, where we're testing the processes at the moment. So we've got that in play. So Brand Match is the hero product, and then sat behind Brand Match is 2 other sister products. One is called Approved, which is a partnership with Axiom, which basically allows those clients that don't have access to first-party data but are buying either bespoke or off-the-shelf segments from Axiom to be able to buy those segments on all 4. So we have a matched base with Axiom, which is really exciting. So that delivers much more granular targeting capability on all 4. And then the final segment is called a bespoke, which is basically aggregating all of the different viewer attributes from all 4 registration and viewer data to offer a much more sort of granular based targeting based on viewer consumption, viewer audiences, and also viewer history. So we're really excited about those 3 products.
So it's a really exciting sounding suite, as you say. Do you think that the current crisis is going to intensify advertiser demand for TV, which is more targeted and accountable?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really difficult to tell, John, in terms of what's going on. What we're seeing is there's a definite sense of viewers are going to the platforms and places they trust. So we've seen this sort of huge upsurge in viewers across the board, but as I said, particularly young audiences that are going to both Channel 4 and all 4. I mean, I didn't mention all 4 previously, but all 4 have seen record growth of around about 40% of viewing or view, should I say, on that platform over the course of the last 6 to 8 weeks. And I think, advertisers, it's still early to say with these new products that are coming into the market, but advertisers always wanted greater targeting capability from us. But I think also the kind of the contextual position that we offer as well, and the contextual environment that we offer, I think is also important, because there's also this sort of brand rub effect that advertisers want to benefit from being in the right environment, because that environment rubs off on that brand in a very positive way.
So I think you're saying that the answer is yes, that TV will come out of this with a slightly different demand curve, that advertisers are going to be looking not just for the same old, but this will accelerate demand.
Yeah, we hope. Obviously, we hope so, and as I say, it's difficult to say because we're seeing the downturn in advertising investment across the board.
Sure.
But that's not just for TV. That's also for some of our other competitor media that are seeing that. Obviously, I suppose we're in a different place to the likes of the outdoor industry or the press industry, where outdoor. There's no impact going on in outdoor at the moment. Also, radio listening is down because obviously drive time is a big driver of radio listening. So we're seeing impacts there, and obviously other audiovisual media such as cinema is obviously closed as well. So we have this kind of like weird dynamic where even though advertising revenues are being deferred, we're seeing the biggest viewing on our platforms than we've seen probably in the last 10 or 12 years.
So these are things these products you've just spoken about are things you've just launched. Can you tell us a bit about the medium-term roadmap? Obviously, a lot depends upon how the next 3 to 6 months unfold, but are there other big areas that, from an innovation point of view, you see as really important at present?
Well, I mean, this was our big announcement for the year. This year was the 3 audience targeting products which we're looking to build on. There's also the whole area of all 4 as a product is continuing to evolve, and we see that the functionality and capability on all 4 increasing. I mean, the big focus for us is all around the big screen, and we're having a significant spike in the way that people are watching content on demand. So pre-COVID-19, we had around about 60 to 65% of our views being delivered on the big screen, on apps and connected TV devices, which kind of makes sense because you would expect that people want to watch their favourite content on the biggest screen possible in the house. But we've seen an upsurge in big screen usage on VOD in the last 6 to 8 weeks. So it's grown to about 75% views now on big screen. And we're trying to enhance and ensure that we have better capability, dynamic capability on the big screen. So we are launching new interactive products which are fit for purpose across not just PC and mobile, but also big screen. So one of our other products that we launched about 3 or 4 weeks ago was our Engage product, which allows clients to dynamically change their creative on the fly. So given 24 hours notice, it's effectively a frame that sits within the advertising asset that we can change and alter, which also allows us to be reactive to what's going on in the current marketplace, be that certain brands and advertisers that want to support the NHS, so supermarkets can change their creative, or we can change their creative for them without actually having to physically go and re-edit or go and film something new.
So you mentioned connected TVs there, obviously. In Europe, we've been talking to broadcasters who are investing a lot of time and effort in things like the HBB platform and trying to take advantage of the capabilities embedded in the latest generations of smart TVs and connected sets. Does Channel 4 try to take advantage of those capabilities? Do you have relationships with people like LG and Panasonic and Samsung and Roku to take advantage of the capabilities they're embedding into their devices?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at all of that technology at the moment. And pre-COVID, we were actively trying to assess how we could utilise those technologies. I mean, obviously, in terms of linear addressability, we announced our partnership with Sky AdSmart. So we're still sort of progressing on that initiative to see how we can evolve our video on demand addressability into linear, because obviously we see that as a potential focus in future. I think there are a number of different options out there at the moment. There's obviously the HBB TV opportunity, which is probably slower coming to the UK market than maybe some of the other international and European markets, such as Germany. We've obviously got AdSmart, which we made that announcement beginning of the year, which we're actively progressing, and then there's also the UView solution within the UK, which is something that also potentially offers a linear addressable solution, which may become even sooner, notwithstanding obviously what's going on with the COVID crisis.
So final question, thinking about the medium term again, when we come out of this, do you expect to see big changes in the market? What do you see as the long-term implications of the current crisis for the TV ad market in the UK?
It's interesting. I mean, I suppose I'm slightly repeating my point around the fact that we feel that our channels and our on-demand services are becoming stickier for younger audiences, and there are younger audiences maybe that are coming onto all for the first time and watching content that they didn't watch the first time round, be that the In-Betweeners or Father Ted or whatever it might be, and that sense of security and also confidence that we can deliver fantastic content for that young audience, and there's a huge archive of content that people can feed on is really encouraging for us. So our job is to try and ensure that we can hold on to those audiences, and that we can continue to sort of plough the furrow for advertisers to reach those audiences with the new pioneering products that we're offering. I think we are entering into a number of unknowns over the course of the next 6 to 8 months, be that with the COVID-19 lockdown crisis, or be that with the rules and regulations that exist around the cookieless future, the increasing importance of targeting, leveraging first-party data rather than third-party data, and all of these things that we're trying to put in place now, we believe hopefully will set ourselves up well for the future, and notwithstanding, the look to the eye to the linear addressable world and all the different plays that we're making in that space.